Hello everybody, it is Dynabro007. Playing a little bit of Jurassic World again. I know it's been a little bit. I was actually planning on making the video a little sooner, but I've just been too sleepy. Just been too sleepy to do anything lately. So anyway, just to get to the point, I have four creatures to get to level 40. I have 2 tournaments and 2 Cenozoics. And let's just get right to the point, and then we can talk about some of the little bit of update news we've been getting. This will be a little longer than usual, which is, I guess, better. But, I mean, that's debatable. That's really debatable. Here we got a little Erdogasaurus. Here's level 10. Level 20. And level 30. And I gotta say, I really like the patterns and colors on this level 30. Looks really nice. To mention, red and green clash pretty well, because they are complementary colors. But yes, I mean, just get this stuff out of the way. Just want to get these out of the way so I can see the level 40s. I've been holding this off for way too long. Oh god, just they've had Immunosaurus for such a long time. Same with Smilodon. I just wanting to see the level 40s. Funny, you know what? It doesn't matter if they're level 31. It doesn't matter if they're like, if they're level 31 to 40, I always call them level 40s for some reason. I think we switched to call them stage 2 or stage 4s. Considering that would be a more correct and not broad statement. Come on. Man, it's so weird. Never mind, it's just this stupid mouse. Come on. There we go. Let's get this over with. I'm going to Immunosaurus last because it's all the way down the list of freaking aquatics and I just don't want to deal with scrolling all the way down there. With these finicky mouse controls, it's not going to be fun either. Let's do this, come on. Now, when we think about the ones, the tournament creatures we have left, Ionosaurus, Zalmoxes, Segnosaurus, and I know there's like one more I'm forgetting. I'm pretty sure about that. They're just 3 we have left that we can unlock via a normal tournament. There's of course Pachyrhinosaurus and Kentrosaurus, but we have gotten no confirmation that we're actually going to be able to earn those outside of those stupid $50 packs that pretty much no one has money for. Let's get a good look at this. Ooh, look, I love that they had like the arm feathers that the raptor should have. Funny. I like the back ridge and the feathers on the hair, but I can't say I like the crest too much. It just looks weird. I guess it's alright. It's fine. It works, I guess. No. Eat up. Ooh, he's got like a little... What was that, blue or purple on the leg? Because I just saw that when I zoomed out. That's a nice bit of color to him. It looks like purple. That's very nice. Like, I love the colors on this thing. These colors look great, other than the crest, of course. I just don't like the yellow, I guess. The yellow kind of sucks. But, pretty good. Pretty decent level 40 right there. Let's get over to this big Ice Age dome. We've got Elasmotherium, of course, but Smilodon was first on the list, and she's been waiting the longest amount of time. So let's just... There we go. This thing people always pointed out is that look at how tiny freaking Smilodon is. He's like a fucking goldfish cracker. Erdogasaurus was fucking huge compared to him. You see, like, go back and compare the size of the two, and like fucking Smilodon's like the size of a freaking rat. Absolutely tiny. So these are the same sort of cloning vats. It's just funny to me that they're like He's like so tiny. I don't think he likes me making fun of him. Because she's really just not letting me get this evolution finished. I can't wait to talk about the new sort of news we've gotten about the next update, because it's a lot of fun. And yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting because it has serious ramifications for the future of these Cenozoics here. Like the eating animation is one of those really violent ones for no reason. Just savages them and rips them apart. I also find it weird that, like, you see, like, when he jumps behind a rock and he sees, but she jumps behind a rock when she attacks it, but when you look around her, that rock does not exist in the exhibit. It is seriously strange. Like, with the other creatures, all the other ones have, like, their cages thought out specifically with, like, the rock or the thing that they are going to eat from in mind, so that it doesn't look weird, like, it's always permanently there in the cage. Like the amphibians, how they hop up the rock and eat from the cage, and if you actually zoom around, if you spin the camera around, the rocks are actually there for those guys, and it just seems weird to me that they didn't think to just put a rock in somewhere. Like, it's a single rock, guys. Is it really that hard to just add a single rock? It would destroy the entire exhibit just to have the rock that's in these scenes. It's already in the scene. Like, really, it's already there. Why'd you remove it? Because, yeah, it just seems weird to me. The weirdest choice I could think of. It's like, oh, let's add this animation where the job dies behind a rock and murders a dodo. Should we have the rock in the exhibit? Nah. Now, let's go with the... I'm guessing that with the theme of the Ice Age creatures, that it's going to be fairly tame, more realistic than anything. As it's a nice pattern that It's a nice pattern that I noticed with these Cenozoics. This rat-sized Smilodon. He just got a big tuft of fur coming out of the back of his body and under his little chin there. Really? Just more fur. This is not one of those things that could be realistic. I mean, we don't really have any living Smilodon specimens. There's no saying that the males or something that either of them couldn't look like this. Super stealth. Dodo's so stupid. There we go. So there's the Smilodon. Just white, brown, and black. Just simple color scheme. Let's move on to the Elasmotherium. Oh wait, what? Oh. I guess I'll have a problem to solve here. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Well, problem solved. I remember because the way I had it planned out originally was I was going to freshly hatch one of those Elasmotheriums for like the first sort of, first shot. I think I'll be right back in that when I'm done doing this feeding crap. I feel like making cuts between the eating will just make this viewing much easier. It doesn't have to be as long. I just stop rambling and instead just cut to these little level up sections. But I cut these out too when I think about it. You don't really need to see. You just need to see this part, like when the success happens. Whoop, whoop. I wonder what it's gonna look like at its final level. Because like its horn, like I believe that Elasmotherium's horns are supposed to be like our horns supposed to be longer than that. So hopefully we get to the long horn that the Elasmotherium are known for, unless something from another creature. And I'm like 99% sure it's Elasmotherium with a humongous horn on its nose. And this is like tiny. Unless something like the Styracosaurus has happened to Elasmotherium here. Which, if you don't know, Styracosaurus doesn't have that huge horn on its face anymore like it's usually depicted with. It has sort of a short horn. And you see, whenever I ramble, I don't cut out those. Oh wow, I just don't cut out those sections where I'm feeding them, and I don't know if that makes it worse or not. It probably does, because rambling is not fun to listen to. He looks so derpy that when I pressed the button, he just froze for a second with his derpy face. And what I would, yesterday I did that Cenozoic battle event for a Cenozoic pack, and I had to create a second level 40 mammoth just for that event. And I hate it so much because I got a freaking Desungaripterus, and I had to clone a second level 40 mammoth. Why does it have 2 horns on its face? Does Elasmotherium have 2 horns? I don't remember having 2 horns on his face. This would be like the first unrealistic level 40 evolution we've really gotten. There we go. Yeah, I only see one giant horn on Elasmotheriums. And that horn is freaking tiny compared to most of its renderings. But maybe that is the new way to do it. I have no clue. Okay, that's definitely almost unrealistic when you got spikes on his freaking back. I can't say I like the colors too much. They don't really work well. Tan and brown. He looks like the top half. Like, he looks kind of like a buffalo on the top half. On the bottom half, he looks like a zebra. Just weird. Oh well, we got 2 more level 40s for our Cenozoics, which won't really matter after this next update. And then let's finally. I'm not even going to show you the scrolling. You don't need to see. Finally here. Jeez, it only took like 20 minutes. Let's just get this bastard over with. I would be so pissed if I went in here and I saw that it was like... I had forgotten. I'd done the same thing I did with the Elasmotherium and forgotten one of them. It would have been like... Wait, no, then again, I wouldn't have to scroll back, would I? Right? I mean, that's how it works. Never mind. Forget what I just said. I still probably would have hated it though, because it would have cost me a ton of bucks. Now, notice how the level sort of 11 through 20, stage 2 doesn't look any different from stage 1. Kind of like with the U-Tyrannus. There's really no difference at all. So let's just get this over with. It really doesn't change much actually. Umanosaurus's form doesn't change much between its different levels. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Great. I also thought it was the last one, but apparently he's Infectinus. I completely forgot about X there. See, now it's got a little bit more color to it, and the stripes are more defined, but it's still basically the same colors. A little bit darkened. I need to get a lot more food after this. It looks already really weird. We'll go back to the section of exaggerated level 40s, to put it lightly, because we're outside Cenozoics now. I can't wait for, oh, I can't mention it now. We'll talk about it once this Umanosaurus is done leveling up. Which is the new update that's been teased, and I can actually show you guys the information page on it. Which is nice, a nice teaser to the update, unless they got rid of it. But they did get rid of one thing, which if I remember, I'm going to put the pictures at the end of what I'll mention. It'll just be a little slideshow with 4 pictures. Dude, he looks weird, like a freaking demon. It's kind of like how Estes looks like a demon. So, hey, you can join the club. Yeah, his face just looks... He's got those Dilophosaurus crests on him. His teeth are exposed like an Elasmosaurus, or... Yeah, I think that's the right one, Elasmosaurus. Looks like a demon. Someone just took a bunch of... It looks like someone took an Elasmosaurus and a Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park and fused them together. It looks like a hybrid, which is pretty funny. It's not a hybrid at all, it's just a normal level 40. Funny, I couldn't tell the difference. Now, something interesting about Umanosaurus, it is like the first balanced tournament sea creature so far. No, it isn't the first, is it? I think it, I don't know. I should stop talking when I don't know what I'm talking about. I remember it being balanced and that was pretty cool. Yeah, it is the only balanced one. Because, I forget the name of the giant cave fish for some reason, that's not the VIP, that's a tournament. But it is a glass cannon, and the other two are health tanks, so it's the first balanced tournament sea creature. Woo! Anyways, let's talk about the update a little bit. Actually, 1 second before I do that. Yeah, just in case. There we go. Now, we get this little picture here. Transmission from the team. Woo woo! There are 5 new Cenozoic creatures, 2 new hybrids, which by the way we have no idea about, but everything else we really do. You have a pretty good idea. The first off, what we notice is we have 3 new cavern creatures. Woo! We finally get some more freaking cave creatures. Those are my favorite type of creatures, so I'm really happy to see them. Hopefully some of them are legendary so we can deal with the mammoth issue we've been having. At level 19... They are now merging Cenozoic and land into one big battle, which is going to be awesome. I want to fight a mammoth with a T-Rex. That is like the dream. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so awesome. That's pretty much the big thing. There wasn't much to talk about yet because we haven't gotten it, but it's really cool. And the battle menus are getting changed. We got a sneak peek at the battle menu changes, but they were removed. So, yeah, but I got pictures of all of them, and if I can remember, like I said, I'll put them at the end when this video is all over. I can show the quick 4 pictures of what the preview of the battle menu looked like. And they're, look at that, 1 button, 1 tap level up, which is pretty good. New icons for the level up, evolve, and fuses, and that's pretty much it. It isn't like the biggest thing ever, but it's pretty important to the future of Jurassic World. Because they're going to completely optimize and change the battle menus. They're going to add PvP for the... not really PvP, it's PvE no matter what you do. It's PvE with, you know, the, now with Cenozoics and land merged, which is pretty good. There was a lot of speculation on what this could mean for the future of Jurassic World, but I doubt it. I really don't think it means anything, to be honest. It's not the best to just assume that everything is good is gonna happen. But, one thing I'm really curious about is what the 2 new hybrids are gonna be. And, really, that's pretty much it. I mean, I wish there was more I could say about it, but it's not like the update where they were going to add a ton of, you know, like they added the storage unit, and they added the money collection tower, they added the raptors. It's not that big. There's not a lot of really physical changes that will make your game entirely different. It's more menu changes and merging of different features, and really the biggest thing that's going to happen is seeing Cenozoic versus land, and that's really not going to change the face of the game forever. But, yeah. I could really say what I hope will happen. I know it won't happen, though, so I don't know why I would even mention it. Like, what I would hope would happen is, like, they could make battle events for the Ice Age and Sea Creatures, which is what I really wish would happen. I know it won't ever happen, but I really wish it did. And I really hope that they would add new dinosaurs so we could finally get higher than level 75, because I've been waiting forever for that. You see, like, there's not a lot to just mention. We can speculate on what the new hybrid will be, but without any evidence at all, there's nothing we got going for it. We have no idea when the update will happen. People were like, oh, it's gonna happen yesterday. People thought it was gonna happen yesterday. I knew it wasn't gonna happen yesterday. There was no way. The pattern with events is that they always, every single time, they have a short break where there's no events while they update. So we'll know when the update's coming. It'll be freaking obvious. But I can just say I'm excited to battle, you know, Ice Age against dinosaurs. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now what I really wish they would do is they would, like with this new, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. How are they gonna do type advantages? Think about that. How are they gonna do type advantages? That's a question I have. Because that's a question. They could the way I know they're gonna do it is they're just gonna say there are no type advantages between dinosaurs and Ice Age. It'll just be nothing. But if this were extreme, like if we were to take the farthest leap in logic possible, instead of going for the most recent, we went for the most fantastical and best thing we could possibly get, they would change all dinosaur typing to similar to that of the Ice Age and Sea typing, which is types based on where they live and not what they are. So, you know, Tyrannus would be a snow type now, because Tyrannus lived in the snow. Tyrannosaurus will be, you know, a forest type. Triceratops will be a plains type. You know, that kind of stuff. Even though that's literally never gonna happen. We can't even act like that's gonna happen. That's not even possible. Spinosaurus and all those Spinosaurids could be river types, along with all these quote-unquote amphibians, which would be more correctly placed as river types. And with an update like that, would mean a lot for this game. If they were to do that, that would be the best. The freaking best. Because then, no creature can be mismatched into the wrong category, because it's based on where they lived. That's not hard. You can pretty easily pin down where a dinosaur lived. But calling a crocodile an amphibian? That's not okay. Calling a creature that isn't even really an amphibian at all, like Caprasuchus, the galloping crocodile? What is a galloping crocodile doing in the fucking swamps? Swimming around. I know it's a crocodile, but it's gonna be spending more time on land hunting than it is in the sea. And it's definitely not an amphibian. So really, at the end of the day, the type of interesting is, if it were to change as extreme as I wanted it to, I would freaking love Jurassic. It would be my favorite game of all time at that point, because it would be so much better. There would still be 4 types. You'd have river, skies, forest, and plains. That would be your 4 typings for the new dinosaur thing. I just think it'd be so much better if it were that way. So much better. But yeah, that's just kind of my opinion on the update, and I think that's pretty much it for now. This video's gone on for long enough. I've talked about the features that I'd like to see, and if I really want to talk about the features I'd like to see Baryonyx in the next update, but I know that's way too much of a wish list. That's even more crazy than asking for the type advantage change, because asking for dinosaurs that we actually want is pretty crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna have to work on building up more food after this.